So if you've had your rollers recoated or you've had them out for whatever reason, you need to then set them back correctly in your starter. So you will have at some point loosened one side of your bracket just to get the rollers back in and back through. You've put all your bolts back in for the flanges. You've tightened this side, which is the side without the gears. So these want to be pretty tight. These want to be a little bit looser because you're going to potentially be moving these rollers about. So the next thing to do is to set the roller dead in the middle. I usually do this by grabbing a handy spanner and using that as your kind of gauge of how much of a gap you've got on each side. Once you've done that, these grub screws want to be in pretty tight. We've true locked these in, so they're not going to go anywhere. Same for these ones. So you've got your rollers set nice and centrally, and those rollers aren't going to move. Next thing you want to do is set your gears. So your gears want to be 19 millimeters from the plate, the motor plate here, and that's going to be the correct distance, so that when that motor gear goes in, it's going to engage, and this isn't going to be too far this way. If for whatever reason your gear's glued on, for example, because we do glue these on with a permanent Loctite, so you're not going to get that off without any heat, then you're going to need to adjust your roller by leaving these slack and just making sure that that gear is set, and then tightening these up. Once you've done that, once you've got them the 19 mil, spot on 19, we have got some grub screws in there. One grub screw to go on the key, and then another grub screw just there. And again, we've true locked those grub screws to make sure they aren't going to go anywhere, because you don't want your gear to be flying about.